Yo, tubers, look, got a little project to go for today, well, the next couple days. As you can see, I've kind of got everything all covered in plastic. Windows are plastic, and in the corner there is a floor sander. Because what's going on here is, and I don't know if the camera will capture it or not, but there's just ever so slight cupping on all the boards. And of course, when I built the house just a couple years ago, I did the real fast finish on it. So I didn't really aggressively sand it or anything, and the house wasn't even heated at the time. So I'm not surprised to have this. In fact, I think you can actually see it now in the screen. So I want to give them all a quick sand and then put a coat of urethane on it out here and call it good. But I've decided that I haven't run my generator in a while. And I built the house on this generator. I got it all geared up for the hurricane. It never happened here. So my thinking is I'm going to power up the generator and see if that doesn't... Sorry about that. The camera just cut off. It's old and glitchy. Okay, so what I decided to do is I'm going to see if I can't power that sander, which says it's only 850 watts, off of the generator. And just give the generator a little workout. I gotta say, this thing really does crank over very easily. I mean, you know, I barely pulled it. It caught. Now I've got a splitter cable that'll take the 240 and turn it into two separate 120 circuits, but I'm just gonna plug it into the 120 and see how that powers it. I guess I'll leave you guys out here because I'm going to plug in the sander and get to it and see if it sputters. Well, it just ran fine. I don't know if you noticed a hiccup out here, but in here it was fine. So I'm going to sand here for about 10 minutes, and then you can already see how the high spots are starting to come off. Here we go. Can you see them, the striping? That's all the high spots. That's what I want to knock off. So I'll let you watch me do this for a minute. And I'll bet if I close this door, the noise goes way down, but I want the fresh air. Okay, let me pull back a little bit. There's the sander, and as you can see in the beginning, all it does is just take off those little high ridges. Then as you sand a little more, over in here it's starting to feel pretty flat, and then over here it's actually done the job. Just a little bit of ridging, but mostly this is just flat. and then go over it with a finish, you'd be fine, a lighter grade. Okay, let me get to work. A little bit of cupping on them, but I don't ever like to sand my floors down to the flat part because it never stays. Just knock off the high spots and urethane them down. But it came out really nice. I vacuumed it and I've given it one dry towel mop. Tomorrow I'll put some urethane down. But yeah, looks great. I mean, really, got rid of all the, before you could actually see it cupping along. Of course, the urethane will probably make things stand out more, but I can tell just by the, just by how, see, it's striping everywhere. Those are the high spots gone. And you can barely feel them now, where before they were all wavy. So that should urethane out nice. I'm giving it a big air out now, and then I'll run all night the AC just to get it nice humidified. But looks good. Really does look good. And feels great under my bare feet. Cool. Stuffed all the furniture in the other room, and hey, you can do what you want out in the living room. All right. Well, a job well done today. All right. Well, Biscuit's come out to see me. She's about to get locked in her room. Floor is looking good. I have actually, I've got it all ready to go. Yeah, let's take a look at what we've got here. I've sanded it all out. And if you can look closely, you'll see how it almost looks like it's striping. That's where I've knocked off the high spots. But see, originally when I put this floor down a year ago, I just gave it a quick once over and put some urethane on it in a hurry. Now, if you look close, you can see I still really haven't even sanded it to what would be considered a normal first sand. Because in some spots, you can still feel some stepping. Just like right here, you can see where this corner's low. Here's another corner that's low. And I don't care. I'd rather have the extra meat on the floor, and every couple years I'll just give it a quick once over like this and make it happen. But it is ready to go. Biscuit and I moved into the back room. So for a couple days I'll be living out of the back door and cooking out of the camp stove. Okay. Well, when I do urethane, I don't use a tray. I just start pouring it on the ground and work. The last time I had a big 18-inch roller and I was standing there, couldn't get my hands on one this time, so I'm doing it in the small one, dragging myself around. I might show you some pictures of it, I might not, but I'll definitely show you how it's going, work in progress. Oh, I gotta say, it's coming out real nice. I'm taking my time and using a foam brush to paint in the edge, and then I've got this real tight 1/4 inch brush, a roller. I wish I could have found a big giant foam roller. But it's okay to do and slide. I'm going to show you a little my technique for doing this. Easiest way is you just spill a little bit on the floor. And a little dab will do you. And that's when you do your cut in. And if you need more, just come back to the puddle. And I tell you, it's looking really nice because I was worried a little bit about it might possibly want to stripe itself. You know, because that's the way it's sanded, to look striped. Okay, I'm gonna throw the brush anywhere. Then just take this puddle and you're gonna kind of spread it out. You just have to be careful that you don't actually leave any waves. Just went back, and I'm trying to use the reflection of the light to help me see where I'm at and what I'm doing. Okay. And I just grab some from the pile and roll it over here and slap it down. And I just use a multi-directional roll. The only thing I'm being careful of is not to use any real heavy pressure, because that tends to leave a wave or a puddle, whatever you want to call it, behind. Now, remember, don't paint yourself into a corner. I'm heading in the direction of under the camera from where you're looking, so that's where I will eventually be going, but for right now, I'm going to work this section by the fridge. Okay, I'm going to turn you guys off. And now you've seen how it's done. Just like that. And of course, anything back here, you know, you want to fix it, you ain't gonna. You get one shot at this, that's all. Well, tubers, the job is done. I didn't show you putting down urethane. Any fool can roll out a coat. But look how nice it came out. Everything's smooth, it's not doing any big stepping. I still have not, again, like I said, sanded it down to the perfect, you know, what somebody would do for if it was professionally installed. But I prefer to keep that extra layer of wood on the top because I'll just occasionally polish it up with a quick sand and a quick coat of urethane. But wow, doesn't that look nice? Just so you can get a comparison, these are the floors with the gloss. This is what the same floors look like with a Saturn. And it's a big difference. It's a duller finish. Focus now. It's a duller finish, and it actually feels different to your foot, you know, to your touch. Where this thing here is like, it's gloss. And it's got almost a plastic finish to it. You know, full gloss polyurethane. Okay, well, that's the job. I'll try to post this video. Really, one last thing while I'm thinking about it. Thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate it. And in the future, we'll still be having car repairs on the Tundra and the Camry. And maybe I'll even make a few videos for home repairs and whatever, but it's just really looking nice here. The house is, it's just perfect for me. Okay, well, you can't live like this every day in city limits and still think you're in the woods. It is really nice here.